Hey everybody, it's Red Panda Gamer here for another quick look. Today we're taking a look at the Yawhg, and that is Y-A-H-W-G. And this is a very interesting game, and I just did my first playthrough of it. I'm going to go ahead and start off doing it simple. I'm just going to go ahead and play as two characters. You can play as few as 2 and as many as 4. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. Did I spell that wrong? I might have. Anyway, so this is a very it's not odd, it's very much just a simple concept, and I really like it a lot, and I'm very, very interested in it. So the way we're supposed to do this is we can play it with up to 4 characters, but just to kind of keep it shorter, I'm just playing as 2, and we need to be able to choose a different location for everyone, and everyone's got their own statistics. I think, yeah, everyone starts out with the same stats, but then depending on where you decide to go, your stats will change. So I'll go ahead and go here first. We normally have two options on every single one of these locations. So we can go ahead and compete in a fight. So we spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. We gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, sir, I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or two?" "Of course." "Let's do this!" Takes a swing at your head. You get punched square in the face. The next thing you know, you're in the arena's infirmary. It appears the punch gave you headache and never endless. That sounds horrible. Forever? Oh my god, that's terrible. So obviously we did not benefit from, well, we got a lot of physique out of that. We lost some finesse, or we got finesse. We lost some mind though. So some jobs will call for more of that. Let's go ahead and go to the hospital and we'll tend to the patients. Spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain. So this is like an Oh, one day the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. Oh my god. Ugh. Somebody do something! Zap leeches with. We don't have very much magic. Use bait to lure the leeches. Let's do that. You grab a blood bag and start trying to lure the leeches back towards their containers. Your dexterity isn't. Ooh. You accidentally pop the blood bag. Regardless, the leeches make their way out of the hospital and end up infesting. Oh shit. They say that the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart, but that was so very long ago. So we accidentally just made blood go into our water supply, or the leeches. Next we'll go ahead and send this guy here. So it really is like an interactive storybook. You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gained 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Let's throw it out the window! You toss the potion out the window and watch its contents empty into the town's water supply. Quick thinking. Hey, we gained mine for it. You take off early for the day, hoping nobody finds out. Well, I guess that's really all we could do. So yeah, it's an interactive storybook. The other thing I find really cool about it is there's like an illustration for every possible person going to do anything. Let's go ahead and do landscaping. And it all looks really, really nice. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day an old woman approaches you. "I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them?" Sure. Spend 1 wealth on the beans. Later you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the story goes. The earth shook, the air went still. So obviously this kind of game isn't for everyone. It's kind of like a choose your own text adventure, or choose your own adventure book. And I like that. I mean, it's $10 to download now. Or it's not out yet, but to pre-order, it's only $5 for pre-orders. And then when it comes out, it's only going to be $10. So, I mean, depending on if this is your sort of game, it really is up to you. It's kind of like FTL minus the airship fights, in the fact that it's kind of randomized what happens. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and 2 charm. One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the so, like, most of this stuff I've actually never seen before. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. We have wealth, so let's do it. The fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time you can't help but feel this is all an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poorer, you can't help but feel like you've wasted your money. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go here, and we'll go to the ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day the king approaches you. "Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in," he says. "I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom." He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? We could teach the king our ways. You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through the scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins. Awesome. Later that night, you realize you're not exactly a charmer yourself. Ooh. That's not good. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh, alright. And then the world was howling for fury. Jeez, chaos, screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. So obviously some things you should do, like she has lower charm. So, well, not really. How high of charm was she supposed? Like I said, that's kind of like where the random element, I think, gets into it. We'll have him go here. We'll have him fight crime. You spend the weekend outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Over the course of the week, you notice more and more people who seem to be growing extra limbs. Oh, it's because of the potion. You notice that while a man is drinking from the river, the legs growing out of its back get bigger. Yuck. You make a mental note never to drink the... Oh my god. That's crazy. That interaction's so cool. Right, let's go here and we'll clean up. You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. Over the course of the week, you notice more and more people coming into the hospital with strange deformities. One of the doctors determines that these patients must be drinking some magically contaminated water somewhere in the slums. You make a mental note to boil everything before you drink it, so we gain a mind for it. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Alright, so this is week 5. We have 1 more week to do things. So let's go ahead and go... Let's go ahead and brew a potion. Wait, what's our mind at? Alright, her mind is way higher than ours. So let's go ahead. Oh, we haven't gone to the forest yet. Let's go to the forest and chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. Gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in a field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, sir. Would you care to dance?" she asks. "I've been waiting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with," she sighs. "I love to dance." And her finesse is 7, so maybe. She giggles and takes you by the hand. She starts humming out a song, and the 2 of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. After the third... Oh. She thanks you for the dance and limps off into the night. You practice dancing a little, so we only got 1 finesse. And let's go ahead and send her to brew a potion, maybe? You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews, gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, "Eureka!" When you look over to see what he's done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. "I figured out the antidote to death," the alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Praise the alchemist, I guess so. It's pretty amazing, you say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's presence. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings. You gain 1 charm. The Yawhg is almost here. Almost. So I also kind of feel like this is like a horror Dr. Seuss book in a lot of ways. Let's see. Let's go throw down in the stadium again. Let's compete. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Pick it up. Upon picking up the blade, everything goes black. When you open your eyes, you find yourself in a dimly lit room with a hooded man in front of you. "Hello," he says. "You have been chosen to be the newest member of the Silent Daggers. You do not have any choice in the matter. That dagger is now your life. You will do as it commands. In return, it will keep you safe." Suddenly, you're lying in your bed at home. Examining the dagger, you notice the blade's no longer rusted. Also, engraved into the hilt is the image of a headless raven. Whoa. That's fucking cool. Let's bartend for our last night. You spend the week serving drinks. Ooh. Sorry about that. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Let's see. Sure, let's go for it. You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize, and only your underwear. Shit. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happened? The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home? Does anything yet live? Are we past saving? So, I don't know if it's possible to get through this without this happening. But we need to choose roles for our characters, and since our guy had so much strength, we should probably make him be the builder? Apparently not. What? Why not? That's weird. How about the leader? You take it upon yourself to conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon a small... Ooh. You struggle a lot to keep up with demand, but you can barely summon the amount of lumber and food required. Oops. This helps a little. So what should she do? Let's make her the leader. So I guess they can only become specific things based on their stats. I don't understand what's supposed to... You volunteered to smelt your now useless coins into... Oh, I don't have very many coins. With the modest amount of riches you have, you managed to provide a significant amount of metal. You melt it all down to the smiths, and the smiths take it and work it into various tools and building materials. This helps the survival effort a lot. You lose 3 wealth. We didn't even have that much money, though. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end... yeah, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our home to rights, but the effort was futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing, and perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. Alright, so I lost. This is actually kind of difficult. This is the 3rd time I played through it, and I have yet to succeed. This is kind of where the value, in my opinion, comes in, is trying to figure out how you're supposed to do it. To cope with living in a ruined city, you begin brewing your own alcohol. You start distributing it to the other survivors to help them cope too. Soon enough, there are lines around the blocks of people craving numbness for your drinks provide. You actually do pretty well for yourself, and are treated with some respect in a place where that is hard to come by. People are starting to go blind, however. Oh, because they're drinking somewhere. With the town in ruins, you decide to flee and go through the woods to seek a new home. Oh god, this is the most messed up ending. This venture is cut short, however, as you are mauled to death by a mysterious beast. And that's the game! That's the Yawhg, everybody. Art and writing by Emily Carroll, programming design and writing by Damien Sommer? I'm not really sure, I'm sorry. You know, really small team. It is an indie game after all, so it's kind of to be expected. Hey, Droken! He made Starseed Pilgrim in Probability Zero. He's a nice dude. So I'm not that good at this. The game is really cool, though. I'll go ahead and play through it one more time using the other 2 characters. Just because I do think this is such a short game, and we'll probably get an idea of how many possible replies there are. The other cool thing about this game is it's one of those games where you can really just play with other people without actually having to like do anything else. Like, it's like a turn-based game, so everyone else can try. I love the face icons. The art in this game is great too. So everyone starts out at the same base stats. Let's start out going to chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn 1 yourself. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. Dodge it. You try dodging its grasp, but you're not quick enough. It grabs you and pulls you through the thorns of the hedge. Oh my god. The beast drags you all the way back to its lair and chains you up to a wall. It starts peeling... Oh my god! Then he waves his hand, regenerating the flesh on your body. This cycle occurs for what feels like years. The mental torment you undergo is unbearable. Oh my god! Of healing spells infused with your raw magic. We gained a lot of magic. One day the beast lair is attacked by another monster. You take this opportunity to escape. You push through the hedge and back into the forest. When you finally arrive home, you learn that you'd only been gone for a day. Well, that's good, I guess. Man, that really jacked her up. There's one specific thing I wanted to happen that happened to me last time, and it was really cool. Let's try pickpocket. You spend the week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth and 2 fitness. One night a man walks up to you. Excuse me, sir. Feeling a little lonely tonight, he asks. For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. Sure, let's do it. Oh, wait, I thought we got... Oh, damn it. Did we give him the only money we had? We might have. Okay, no, we got to keep our money still. I thought they said we got 2 money. Let's go in here. Let's bet on a fight. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 1 wealth. One night, on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Let's leave it. The rest of your week is uneventful. The fact that the highlight of your week was spotting a piece of rusty metal makes you a little sad. Oh, shit. Damn, she's not doing very well in her mind. Makes me a little nervous. Let's go to the garden. Manscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Let's wear the ring. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. So all we gained was a charm for that, but that's kind of funny. Let's go in here and clean the lab. You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your label and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, Eureka! Alright, so I've been getting this one a lot. This is like I've gotten this every time I've played it. I don't know if it's just that's how it's ran. Let's try this one. Destroy the bonish. You smack the ferret off the counter and stomp on it until it stops twitching. The alchemist is horrified. You gain 1 physique. Okay. Let's go here. We'll help patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Oh, gross! One day, a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody has ever seen. While walking by his bedside, he looked to and rudely asked for a glass, or he looks to you and rudely asks for a glass of water. Get him water? You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, and then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face. After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane man for spitting at you. That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic. We lose 3 mind. Ooh. So we have a bunch of people with, like, really... All our guys have high magic. That makes me a little worried. Let's have you bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth. Okay. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying, and everybody seems to be joining in the violence. Break up the fight. You jump on top of a table, yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. The patrons ignore you completely and continue attacking one another. You go to sleep that night thinking a little less of the human race. Oh. Well. This is not going very well for us, is it? Let's go to the ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores. Oh god. One of the sores begin glowing a vibrant blue. You feel magical power grow even stronger while your mind slips further and further. Oh my god. They hurt to look at. Someone rushes up to you asking if you're alright. With only a glance, you set a... What?! Oh my god. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveal... Oh my god! You black out. When you come to, you're at home in your bed. Your sores have faded, and you feel like a disease symptoms have passed. Wow. That was fucked up. You spend the weeks steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. One day while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman is about to give birth. The baby what? Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. Stop that demon! Yells the doctor. Let's use our magic. Oh shit, I pushed the wrong button. You catch the baby and manage to... Oh, that still worked. You catch the baby and manage to hold on to it as it struggles to break free. Nice catch. Doctor runs up with a scalpel and quickly slits the demon's throat. Oh my god. This game is intense! I mean, I gotta give it credit though. I mean, that's really... Most games are not this intense. Let's go hunting. You spend the week hunting various defenseless critters. Cool. Whoa. One day you hear a howl nearby, followed by a rustling of leaves. Run for it! Drop what you're doing and run for your life. You hear heavy footsteps running behind you, but they don't seem to be able to keep up. You get away safely. I mean, we might have been able to take it. Well, let's see. No, our physique is pretty low, so I don't think so. Let's go here and we'll fight crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. We'll give him some money. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you. The next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. Our physique goes up, our finesse goes up. Wow. Okay, so that's obviously the thing we want to happen most often. Let's compete in a fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. One day while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approached you. Okay, so we got this one before as well. Refer him to... Let's do this. Thanks, he says. Later on, you see the two of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not to be punched in the face, you feel good you made a decision. So we finally got a mind back. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, so everything's destroyed, as you'd probably expect. So this is him. No, this is the girl. Can we make her the builder? I guess not. She doesn't have very much charm. What about the conjurer? Well, wait, whose magic is higher? His magic's 11. I just never know how to pick who does what. Helter Smelter. Make her the tailor? You volunteer to weave in men clothing for the survivors to keep you warm. You manage to make a pair of socks for every survivor. It's not much, but enough to help a small amount. Conjurer, builder, leader. I wonder why it won't let me do whatever I want. Smelter? Can't even do that? Oh wow, we did a really bad job. We can only be the town drunk. You scavenge together as much alcohol as you can and drink excessively! You gain 2 physique and 1 charm. But in the end, everybody dies. Yeah, we were defeated. Yeah, that was insane. Like I said, it's somewhat randomized, so I'm not gonna... I mean, I had quite a few different things happen to me when I played before, so you could play, I don't know. In the ruins of the once great village, you struggle to survive. One day you find a shard of mirror on the ground. Picking it up, you can see behind you a giant hedge. Before you can react, a giant hand pulls you through. Once again, you are dragged through the... Oh my god. Oh man. That's insane! This game is so dark. The Yawhg did nothing to help your health. In the days that pass, you noticed more and more spiral sores resurfacing onto your skin. One day, they begin glowing blue again. This time, they won't stop. With a shriek, you create a portal into another dimension. You climb through to find an enormous hedge filled with thorns and brambles. You walk right through it, the thorns tearing apart of... Oh my god! When you get through the other side, every piece of what you once were is gone. With a quick flick of your wrist, a palace is formed in front of you. Within minutes, you already decide you're bored. You decide you need a plaything. You rip a hole back into the mortal realm, grab a woman by her hair, and pull her, kicking and screaming through the horns. Whoa! That was crazy! So we are the hand? We're the big hand that tears their flesh and eats it and regenerates? Oh, man. That just blew my mind. Alright, so I think that does an accurate depiction of the game. It's the Yawhg. It'll be available in the description below. You can get it for $5 before it comes out. I believe it comes out May 30th. So you can get it for $5, half off, or you can get it for $10 once it comes out. It is on Steam Greenlight, I believe, so I will put the Greenlight page, so if you like this game, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up on Greenlight. And guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Red Panda Gamer. Like this video, favorite this video, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and do forget to share your love. I'm Red Panda Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.